guys, what's up? It's day 19, and I really haven't been up to much today, but I really wanted to talk to you about this website that my friend Mary sent me this morning. It's called Spokeo.com, and it's just like totally shocking. It's a total abomination. And what it is you can put in anyone's email address or their name or their phone number and find out absolutely anything about them, all their private information, where they live, their phone number, pictures of them, who lives with them. It's just a crazy amount of information. And this is what the website looks like. It's called Spokeo.com. And I'm just going to put in just like a random person's name here, say Peter Wilson. That's random enough, isn't it? And see what it comes up with. And it shows you here on this map like all of the locations that there's a Peter Wilson, and over here on the side is you can pick which state. So I'm going to say California, and then it asks you what city they live in. I'm going to say Los Angeles, and then pick this one on the top. It's Glendale. And you just go and click until you find the one. And it says here, Peter Wilson lives on Hollyburn Court in Glendale, California. And there's his phone number, there's pictures. Here there's like a basic profile. Well, it tells you their age, their ethnicity, if they're single, what their job is, hobbies, zodiac sign, all sorts. I mean, not all of the information is accurate, but with some, like I looked at my dad and it was just spot on. It said where he lived, how much money he made, who his wife was, how many people lived in his house. Just all this personal information that you don't want people to see. And it's just really disturbing, really, because, I don't know about you, but I don't want people seeing all this information about me, especially since there's like a lot of weirdos and internet stalkers out there. So all someone has to do is put in your first and last name. And even if they don't have your name, but they have your email address, they can put your email address into the search engine and it'll tell you the person's name, it'll show you pictures of them, tell you all of the social networking sites they're on, including like Facebook, YouTube, MySpace, etc., etc. And with that person's name that they got from your email address, they can put it into the people finder and then find where you live and come stalk you. Isn't that scary? I don't know. It just kind of rubs me the wrong way, especially with all of the personal information they're sharing. You do have an option here for privacy. It's down here at the bottom of the page in really small print, of course. But you click on that and it takes you to a page where it says Spokeo aggregates publicly available information from phone books, social networks, marketing surveys, real estate listings, business websites, and other public sources. Spokeo does not originate data or publish user-generated content like Facebook or MySpace. Blah, blah, blah. You can go there and have a look at it yourself. But anyway, you can put in the URL of, the listing you want removed, and then you put in your email address and the code. The thing is, you can only eliminate like the people search, where you put your name in, but you can't eliminate an email search, because I've tried doing that. I put in my name, and I didn't come up with anything. I put in my maiden name, and it came up with the address I lived at 10 years ago, so not that big of a deal. But like I said, I put my mom's name in, I put my dad's name in, and it's just a wealth of personal information. And this is just the free stuff. You can also pay, like $2.95 a month to see all of the really personal stuff, like their credit scores and just more photos, pictures of their house, all kinds of things, like networking sites they're on and their profile links to that, just all kinds of personal information. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up and let you know this website was around, so that, if you want to, you can go there and remove your listing. There's several news articles about it that has been on today. The name search, as far as I know, is only as far as the United States at the present time, but I'm sure they may or may not add other countries. I just think it's like a stalker's paradise. I mean, all they have to do is pay $3 a month and they can have access to absolutely anyone they could possibly stalk. Oh, it's such a shame, really. I don't think something like this should be out there just because it's not safe. You know, some people may use it for good, others probably won't. And I was thinking probably employers will use it to screen potential employees, and I don't think that's fair. They're already, checking credit reports and saying, you can't have a job because you have bad credit, which I don't think is entirely fair because people's circumstances may deem that, they go in the hole. That happens, life happens, you get all these medical bills and you can't pay them, and so your credit report goes down the drain, and that's not your fault, is it? So just a heads up, I'm going to put a couple of links in the underbar regarding, the different news articles I've seen and the link to the actual website, but make sure you go and remove your profile from their page if you can. Here's my fact of the day. Yesterday, Aerobi1123 asked me, what is your top 3 favorite video games? And in no specific order, my first one is the Chrono Trigger for Super Nintendo, one of my most favorite RPGs of all time. And my second one was Zelda, A Link to the Past, which was also for Super Nintendo. I absolutely loved that game. It was the first Zelda game I ever played. Some people might say there have been better ones, but it was the first one I played, and I just played it and played it and played it until it was beat, and I just loved that game. Super Nintendo was probably my most favorite game console ever. And my third one is Final Fantasy IX, which was on PlayStation. And I absolutely love Final Fantasy. I've played all of them except for X2 because I wasn't really bothered, but I may play it at some point. And he also asked me what is my favorite sport in both America and England. I don't really follow any of the English sports. I don't really dig cricket or rugby or football, which is soccer, but I do like baseball in America, and I love the Cards. So yeah, that's my fact of the day.